don't care about your kids having to crying because you gotta move to Minnesota. Man, you make millions of dollars. That's part of this shit.
Slimmy, so check this out. Check this out, Slimmy. So my wife, Slimmy, my
He
wife
got a
got
point.
a show.
He got a point.
Slimmy,
No, he
my wife
doesn't.
got a show.
No, he
It's called
doesn't.
Shut
He
Up,
got a
Sarah.
point.
It's
Oh
allowing
man,
her.
y'all tripping. I don't give
How
a
long?
fuck about
Wait, no,
that.
listen, no, Slimmy. My wife got a show. It's called Shut Up, Sarah. Because I am who I am, she's able to monetize off of me. Should she not? Should she just shut up?
Listen, I think it's a difference when you're talking about a $200 and something million player.
It don't matter. She want her own.
Yes, it
You said
does.
get all bags, Anton.
Let me
You
tell
said that. Them your words.
Let me
Get
tell you.
all bags.
Stop.
Let me tell you why. You take a Savannah James or you got a LeBron James that's worth probably billions of
She
dollars.
shouldn't be saying nothing.
What she does affects his image, what could ultimately mess up his money or mess up, whatever deals is coming along with that. Her only job is to play her role. We don't need Savannah James to go and get her little thousands of dollars or whatever the fuck she got going on. Because that could put him at a negative space if she fuck up or she say something she's not supposed to say, is what I'm saying. So I think that is levels. I think that when you get to a certain level, a lot of times, it could actually hurt you, like a Aisha Curry.
Now that's
Ain't
now.
none of them niggas
But
Curry. I
Aisha
don't-
Curry
How
before
you
that
gonna
whole
tell? How you gonna tell LeBron James what Savannah James' role is? No, let's start there. How
I
you
didn't-
know what her? And I'm sure if LeBron said, "Nigga, don't do no podcast," she wouldn't do it. Nigga, she got to go ahead from the head nigga in charge.
Doesn't matter. It still don't make sense.
and
Nobody
what's
listen
her
to
name?
her. First of all, her podcast ain't even popping. All right,
That's
it's a wash. That shit is a wash. That's number one. Number two, we've seen plenty of examples where guys give in to the demands or they let a chick do something and she goes off and embarrass them. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade is a very good example of that. It's a lot of different examples of
Gabrielle Union run that household.
it's a lot of examples where a woman go off and they start saying shit. Aisha Curry, and they make the man look bad, and they have to do damage control and they have to do a bunch of other shit when it wasn't necessary. And I do believe that is levels. And just because somebody does something does not mean that it's a good idea for them to do it.
My nigga, you
Let
don't
me
need
let
a
me
show.
answer let me answer your
You don't
question
need
though,
a show
2K.
to embarrass your husband.
Let me answer your question though, 2K, because you did ask me a question. Because you're a content creator, I don't think it's the same as this basketball shit. It actually adds to your value overall when Sarah talks about your life. Because
No.
I told wait,
2K
wait.
that shit was a bad
And the
idea.
reason why I'm gonna say
Not
this,
like
and the reason why I say
that.
this,
No,
because
I told 2K that shit was a bad idea. 2K
but
was
listen,
fuck that. I'm doing what I want to do, so it is
but
what it
it's on brand. Because when you watch 2K's stream, sometimes you see bricks walking around, in the background.
I don't
So it
mean
makes sense.
I don't mean
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
I
It's
don't think
still
it's
on
why.
brand that
I don't
that
think
he
it's
would
why.
bring Sarah on there and they would do that. It makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense for Julius Randle's wife to be talking about this trade and her on there saying, we've been waiting to leave New York. We've been waiting to leave the city. Regardless of the context that she meant it in, it sounds bad.
You
It's
know
going
what,
to
Slimmy,
make
though?
other teams in
She
the
might
future.
be.
He's
Hold
20.
on. She might be doing what you call it, because a lot of them when they start doing this, they're slated for like a reality show. So it's kind of like
Which is
you
also a
start
bad
getting
idea.
visibility.
Listen.
Which is also a
That's
bad
bad. We're talking about organizations, whereas what your when you speak on the city, that shit means something. Like fans don't like shit like that. So what the problem with that is things that she was saying in there that can be taken out of context and it could go left. And what's gonna happen later on is teams aren't gonna want her around. I'm gonna tell you a perfect example. Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
His wife and his brother, they was doing stupid shit
Yep.
at all the games. They got
Yep.
banned.
Yep.
They got banned.
They did get banned, and they was
This dude
fucking up
is in
his. They was
Super
fucking up his
Bowl This dude is a Super Bowl 2-time or 3-time Super Bowl
Biggest
MVP.
star in the league. That's true.
His family got banned from coming to certain games, and they was looking around like, why did this happen to us? I don't know nothing about them, and I barely watch other teams. I knew what they did to in Washington. They stepped
Yep.
on one of the players that passed away. Sean,
Yeah.
they
Sean
stepped on
Taylor.
his they stepped on his jersey. I
Yep.
said
Yeah, the
that's
Taylor.
single-handedly
Taylor.
one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life.
That's true.
In my
Yeah.
life, you cannot do certain things when it comes to these organizations. You
That's true.
cannot do that.
That is true.
Well, I mean,
See,
what? Why would they do that anyway, though? Like, what was the whole? I remember what you're talking about, and you know, he's a big deal here in DC. But what I'm saying is, why do they do that anyway?
it's
Like, why
like
do
an
they?
impulse control. It's like an impulse control. One too much attention. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. One too much attention. You are not the star. You don't play the sport. Play the background.
Yeah.
That's your purpose. Your purpose is to make moves in the background. Do
Yep.
things for him in the background.
Yep.
Hold down deals in the background. That's all your job is.
Yeah.
Take care of them
I
kids.
think a lot
So
of them
add
just want
value
to
to them
be
kids.
seen,
Tell
though,
a woman
Slimmy.
another
Like
man's wife
you,
is
you
Sean
gotta,
Taylor, thank you.
remember. Some of them
Thank you,
want to be
Artifacts.
seen or want to be more because
Thank
the
you,
whole
Ratchet.
thing is now if you don't really grow up in that environment of seeing housewives and you're the first like housewife in your family and your husband makes all of this money, a lot of those women use that as an opportunity to go be seen now versus playing the back. Because there used to be like things like, like my grandmother, my great grandmother, they belong to different types of organizations. I'm not going to keep naming them, but they belong to those organizations. They would go do stuff. A lot of these women, they just have money and they're not doing anything. So now that social media is a thing, they go do that. So they're not playing the back because the thing to do now is be on social media.
I don't know, man.
But the husband seemed to be fine with it because I'm sure if that dude told her to get off, she would get off. So obviously the dudes don't be
No,
minding it.
I don't,
I don't
2K, do
even
you want to be on camera?
I
I
don't
don't care.
even think
Huh?
I don't even think this
I don't care.
sanctioned by her husband though, Mika.
Uh
I
huh.
don't think it's sanctioned by him.
Hey,
I don't even think like it's so much going on. He probably
Mm-hmm.
not even paying attention that she doing this.
You think so?
yeah,
Man,
he
think
know
about
ain't
this.
his wife on. Trust me, she getting them. She getting them TikTok checks.
Man, don't nobody care about no TikTok checks when you're making 200 million.
Listen,
Oh
cuz
no,
listen,
Anton. Hold on. This is the only time I'm gonna push back. You said anybody tell you they don't care about that money.
Yo, this is a different type of money, though. This is
that's
different.
I'm telling you, I know. But listen,
A
she
lot of
get,
money.
trust me, she bragging about it to him. Oh baby, I made this amount. Woo, well, am I gonna do it? I'll be like, oh, I'm so proud of you.
Dog, y'all
And
talking about
then,
hundreds of millions of dollars. We not talking about no
I'm telling
babies.
you, she gonna let you
but
know
maybe he like I
exactly
don't
what
have to
she
give her
made.
no money. She can have that. She can use that money for herself and not bother me.
That's a
Are
makeup.
y'all are y'all crazy?
No,
Y'all really not taking into consideration what we talking about? Like who these people are? We
I'm
talking
telling
about hundreds of millions and billionaire. They don't give a fuck about no TikTok check.
you, bruh, he don't. She still care.
Y'all
I
crazy.
guarantee you.
And I bet you they care about and I bet you she care about the clout. That's why she's on there.
Okay.
Exactly, Mika. Fuck the clout. You're not the player.
But obviously, what I'm saying is obviously you're saying F it, and Anton's saying F the money, but she cares. That's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking
She
about
definitely
us. I'm
cares.
saying she do. She, her, the lady.
And she definitely telling him about it. Baby, I made $67 this month. I'm gonna leave you. I know they cracking jokes and everything.
Y'all crazy.
It's life.
Anton, why is okay? So Anton, then why is she? If her man makes so much money, why is she there?
Because it's just clout. It's all clout.
But that's my
They don't have
point.
But my point is, it's stupid, and
It's
that's
super.
the whole logic behind it is that they should not be focused.
Mhm.
They focus on
Yeah.
the wrong shit. And so that's what I'm saying. You need to play the background. You getting this,
Mhm.
you on TikTok or you having this clout adds no value to what we doing right now. Zero.
None.
Zero.
None.
What if she get a brand deal with Maybelline or something?
Fashion Nova.
That's listen. That's how Aisha got put on.
Y'all
That's
think
that.
y'all think so
Like
small.
actually,
Y'all
and
think so
Hey,
small.
look. Hey, look, look, look,
Aisha
look, look.
actually before she
What
said
your
that stuff
hey,
about
what do
the
y'all
dude, she was actually doing pretty good, like with the whole little Martha Stewart thing.
Y'all think so small, man.
hey look, what do y'all think them deals are worth? Them Fashion Nova deals and all that shit.
I'm not saying that I would do
I,
it. I'm telling you what these obviously that's what
I'm
they
just
thinking about because they're there.
I'm just asking a question. What do y'all think how much do y'all think them deals is
I
worth?
know what they're worth. I know what
How
they're worth.
much?
Depending on what influencer gets them, they can be in the hundreds of thousands to millions, like with the when the Kardashians did it. But
Okay,
then you
she
have
not a
your micro
Kardashian.
influencers. Then you have your micro influencers who get maybe anywhere between $3,000 to $10,000. So it depends.
Right. So on TikTok, how much y'all think she getting about what? 10,
She getting a
10
couple
bands?
thousand, maybe like
Yeah,
10,
okay.
15, something like
Let's
that.
say she getting about 10 bands.
Not
Yeah,
even like five for real.
Right. So what does that
yeah.
matter to this nigga making he's made
It
130
don't matter
million.
to him,
He's made
Shay.
It don't matter to
130
him, but
he's
it
made
matters to her for
130
whatever
million.
reason. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
He's
bro.
made
She's
130 million over his career. That
listen.
5,000 that 5,000 is not worth you exposing my family what we going through to the public. Keep
Well,
your
Listen,
obviously
motherfucking
he
mouth
don't think
closed.
like you because he ain't saying nothing.
no matter how much money it is, she's still gonna look at it like I made this money on my own. I promise you. Well, this how women is, bro. That's why they come home
Man,
after
hey,
your hard day at work. That's why they tell you about that little old bitty stuff that they went through at their job that don't nobody
I
care
get
about.
it.
Biggest
I
thing
get
in the
it.
world.
I get it. But when I'm making if I'm making 130 million, I don't need you talk. Shut the fuck up, man. Like I don't need you
But
talking,
she's
man.
not. But her
I don't
husband's
need
not
you
telling
talking
her
if I'm
that.
making 130 million. What are you speaking on?
I agree with you, but her husband is not telling her that. That's why she's
Oh
doing
my
it. That's what I'm saying.
god, man. No, we don't even know that.
I don't know if I'm confused, if I'm off or what, but I think y'all thinking y'all short sighted. Like y'all just so I gotta tell
And
you
no,
everything.
Anton, you trying to say that we're thinking that way? I don't think no way. I'm trying to explain her. I'm trying to
Right.
explain her mindset, not mine.
It ain't nothing to explain.
Because
It ain't even nothing to
if
explain.
my
Fuck
dude
her.
had 200 million, matter of fact, he don't have to have 200 million. He just has to have enough money where I don't got to do nothing,
Listen,
and I'm not exposing nothing he got going on like that.
listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what this is. This goes back to what I said. This is deep rooted. That woman is overcompensating for being with this man that's not from the same background as her. She's overcompensating. She wants to seem like she's locked in with him. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Why are
Hmm.
you exposing this shit, man? Why are you talking about all this? What
My,
relevance does this have to basketball or the sports?
Yeah.
you sound
None.
like one of them go make me a sandwich ass niggas right now.
I don't sound like that because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
He said, "Gonna
you
make me a sound."
exposing my family. You
What's wrong with
exposing
it?
my family.
What's wrong with being a go make me a sandwich ass dude?
It's 2024. That's what wrong with it.
So what
Man,
I
if
don't
I
know what
tell
that means.
if,
I don't
if
no hold on. I don't know what that means, bro.
It's it's not accepted anymore. That is not something that you can get away with in 2024. I know it ain't nothing
no,
wrong with it,
it is. It
Wait,
is.
wait, wait, wait. What type of chicks y'all with,
If
bro?
if I ask
bro.
it, if oh, wait a minute. Now I done went through the whole dating process. I done went through a whole dating process. Got this chick on lock, and you telling me I can't ask her to make me a meal?
I'm not saying that, nigga. Don't y'all move the goalpost. I'm saying you can't be like, hey, shut up and go make me a sandwich.
Why
That's
can't
look. that's looked at as misogynistic in 2024. Please don't play stupid.
By who? I don't give a fuck what everybody else look like. What you? How? Why would you know what I got going on in my house anyway?
No, I don't. I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like. That's how they break it down. Shut up. Go make me a
Ain't no
sandwich.
they. It's me and
Like,
you. It's me and you in this crib. Shut the fuck up and go make me a sandwich. I don't really understand what the difficulty of that is.
It's the Anton Daniels that's killing me in the comments, man.
No, it's the truth. Listen.
Man, y'all ain't got no bitches in the comments. Shut the fuck up.
No, seriously. I think that, and if you ask a lot of these women in the comments, when you him, they gonna shut the fuck up and make a sandwich. They not gonna trip off that. They want to do that
okay,
shit.
but okay, so they still gonna work, right? Because remember when Candace Owens, they were like, when Candace Owens said something about making her do the sandwich, but Candace Owens still works a whole lot. Candace Owens still has a job. Candace Owens still about getting that money. So at the end of the day, she's still very visible, and her husband has money. Why
I
would
don't
she
know
go
why
sit there?
y'all. I don't know why y'all use, but y'all use extremes to illustrate a point. We're
No,
talking about. We're
I'm saying,
talking
Making
why
about.
doesn't
$200
Candace
million
Owens go
dollars
sit
is
the hell down?
insane.
We're talking about no. When I say using extremes to make a point, I'm talking about from the woman's perspective. If you have a man that is incredibly successful and super visible, Candace Owens is an extreme version because Candace Owens is a woman that is a content creator. These hoes ain't content creators. They just clout chasing on TikTok.
You're not a content creator until you are.
Yeah, but and how you guys doing?
What up,
And
fatty?
fuck,
Yeah,
What's happening?
gotta
What's
start
up?
somewhere.
and fuck you, Quentin, for that shirt. I thought everybody got tired of this shit by now. Um, the thing is about this is kind of funny because Candace Owens' money compared to her husband, that's a hobby to her too. She like she doesn't have to work at all. I think the guy is the hedge fund manager or something, close to the
Mm-hmm.
billion
That's what I was
dollars,
saying. Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
don't have
she's
to
just
work.
doing it. Yeah, she's just doing it because she like she didn't tremble when she got demonetized because she doesn't have to. Like she looks at her husband,
Correct.
she knows what's up. But the thing about the NBA contracts, I remember talking about LeBron. Right, LeBron is just when we don't want Savannah going to this podcast because billionaire like on the 3, 4, 5 mark by the end of his career. So you want a woman like Michelle Obama, no scandals, no nothing, so he can progress to his career and move along. When it comes to Julius Randle, he's not that serious for two reasons. Nobody gives a fuck about what Julius Randle actually does. Nobody cares. And second, NBA contracts are guaranteed. So no matter what happens there, he's still going to get his 100 and something million to move along. Like you need to get this woman busy. They are going to fuck your shit up if you don't get him busy. And I think that's what he's doing. Go ahead, do your little TikTok, get $5,000. Just make sure that you are having fun, you're occupied, so you we can actually move along with our family. Because as soon as she stops doing that and she gets seated down, just make sandwiches and all, this is when I think this woman actually mess up. Is when they get extremely bored. So go ahead and do your TikToks. Probably is best
Well, yeah,
for the
I agree with
You
that.
gone,
Well,
2K?
I agree with that little
Yeah, I'm
bit
out of
at the
here,
end
bro.
of the
Y'all
point.
take
Okay,
care,
dope.
All right,
man.
homie.